You are watching a Plus Recaps. This is the story of a lady teacher who falls in love with one of her students and will go to any lengths to get him. This student doesn't like her at all because he already has a girlfriend. But let's see what tricks this lady teacher uses to win him over. The story begins with a sweet student, Jamie, giving his class teacher a gift because today was his last day at college. Jamie asks the teacher who will be coming in his place. She tells him that teacher Molly, who is very intelligent and very nice, will be coming to teach all the students. While the two are talking, Molly arrives, and the principal shows her around the college. Molly's eyes fall on a boy named Danny playing in the playground. She falls in love with him immediately. But she didn't know that Danny was Jamie's boyfriend and that they were in the same class. We then see Danny with Jamie, both of them excited about their upcoming anniversary, as it was the first time they would be intimate. We then see Jamie's dad, who looked quite weak after staying home all day, watching PUBGDJ.com. Danny agrees to Molly's suggestion and agrees to take extra classes. Molly sits next to him and tells him that if he wants to get into a good college, he should start taking classes tomorrow. In fact, this was all a ploy by Molly to get closer to Danny. However, Danny refuses her tomorrow's class because it was his and Jamie's anniversary. Hearing this, Molly is not at all happy. Then, when Danny leaves, he's about to leave when Molly takes his phone number. Even after returning home, Molly's focus remains firmly on Denny. She begins to think about how to separate Jamie and Denny. Then, an idea strikes her. The next day, she deliberately gives Jamie a C on an assignment, which Jamie feels deeply hurt. After class, she approaches Molly and tells her, "I come from a middle-class family, and I need good grades to get into a good university and receive a good scholarship." Molly tells her, "If you want good grades, then bring this assignment back tomorrow so I can give you a good grade." Hearing this, Jamie tells Molly about their anniversary, which was today. Molly asks her, "Which is more important to you, celebrating the anniversary or the other day?" Jamie doesn't respond and leaves. She then meets Danny and tells him everything, apologizing for tonight, as she had to complete the assignment to get good grades. However, Danny didn't want to be near her that night, so he angrily leaves. A short while later, Molly approaches Danny and asks him to have dinner with her, to which he agrees. They end up at a restaurant. Molly asks Danny about his love life, and he hesitates. He tells her that nothing has happened between him and Jamie yet, as he's not ready for anything like that. Molly understands what Danny wants, so she tries to get closer to him, but Danny ignores her and goes home. The next day, Jamie, when she meets Danny, she asks him about last night, asking where he was. Danny lies, saying, "I was with my friends." Jamie is deeply offended by this, as Danny's friends had already told him he wasn't with them last night. We then see the two at a party where Danny, overwhelmed by Jamie's beauty, loses control and takes her to a room where he tries to get close to her. However, Jamie interrupts him, causing Danny's mood to turn sour and he leaves. Meanwhile, Molly, having broken down her car, calls Danny to fix it. Danny comes over and fixes it, but the process leaves his hands damaged. Seeing this, Molly takes him home, cleans his hands with a towel, and then tries to get close to him. Danny does too. This time, he can't control himself, as all limits have been crossed. The two become intimate. The next day, when Jamie goes to college, Molly once again gives him a C grade on his assignment. Jamie is at a loss to understand why she's doing this to him, even though he had prepared a very good assignment this time. Meanwhile, Jamie notices an empty classroom where Molly and Danny are sitting alone. Seeing this, Jamie becomes suspicious of Danny. So, after class ends, she follows him and sees Danny going to Molly's house. As soon as he goes inside, Jamie tries to peek inside through the window, where she sees Molly and Danny kissing. Jamie now understands that Danny is cheating on her, so she leaves in tears. She leaves, but Danny sees her leaving and starts following her. Although Molly tries to stop him, he doesn't stop. He approaches Jamie and apologizes, promising not to do anything like that again. Hearing this, Jamie forgives him. Later that night, Danny receives a message from Molly, but he doesn't reply. The next day, he completely ignores her in college. Seeing herself ignored, Molly becomes very upset and realizes that Jamie must have found out about their relationship. So, to be nice, she gives Jamie a grade today. Jamie tells her, "Don't think that just because you get a grade, I'll forgive you." With that, she throws her assignment in the dustbin and leaves. Meanwhile, Danny comes up to Jamie and tells him that Molly is bothering him a lot, so he's not taking any action today. He will go to meet her that night and end his relationship with her. Afterward, he texts Molly and invites her to a location. Molly, thinking that perhaps he still loves her, quickly gets ready and arrives at the location, overjoyed. However, her joy turns to sadness when Danny tells her that he only loves Jamie and no longer wants to be in a relationship with her. Molly becomes deeply upset and tries to convince Danny, but he ignores her and starts walking away. Seeing this, Molly becomes extremely angry. In her anger, she starts her car and crushes Danny to death. She then puts his blood in a cloth and puts it on the bumper of Jamie's car. She also leaves her phone in Jamie's car so that everyone thinks Jamie is responsible for Danny's death, and she killed him after this. She goes to a theater to watch a movie and keeps the movie ticket so that she can show the police that they were enjoying the movie at the time of Danny's accident. We then see Molly searching for a mechanic online, whom she pays a lot of money to fix her car and asks him not to tell anyone about it. Meanwhile, when the police receive news of Danny's dead body, they immediately arrive at the location and try to find out who is responsible for Danny's condition. Meanwhile, Jamie is also informed of her friend Jenny's death. Upon hearing this, she rushes to the police station and tells the police that she suspects her class teacher because Molly and Danny had been having an affair for some time, and last night she was about to end everything by meeting Molly. The police, without delay, arrive at Molly's house to interrogate her. She lies, saying, "Nothing like that ever happened between them. I just thought Danny was a good student." She also shows the police the movie ticket and tells them about her stolen phone, which she had actually placed in Jamie's car. After listening to Molly and seeing the ticket, the police begin to suspect that she might be telling the truth. Suspicious, they search Jamie's house. When they check his car, they find Danny's blood on the bumper. They also find Molly's phone in Jamie's car, which contained a message asking to meet Danny. Given all this evidence, the police arrest Jamie. However, Jamie's parents secure his release on bail. She tells her mother that she believes Molly was the one who murdered Jenny. Jamie's mother begins to gather evidence against Molly to clear her of the blame for Denny's murder. To do so, she first goes to college and secretly takes Molly's car keys from her bag and then checks her car. That's when she learns about the mechanic. She goes to the mechanic and asks him about Molly, but he lies, saying, "No woman with that name has ever visited me, nor has any car arrived." Hearing this, Jamie's mother becomes very upset and sadly starts to leave. Just then, one of the mechanic's employees comes to her and reveals the truth about how Molly paid a lot of money to have her car repaired. Jamie's mother confronts her about this in front of the police. When she asks him to tell the truth, he refuses because the mechanic would have fired him, and this job was very important to him. Jamie's mother then comes home and shares this with her husband, and Jamie quietly overhears their conversation. He asks her to go to Molly's house, but she refuses because she has a tracker on her leg, which was placed by the police to prevent Jamie from running away. Although Jamie listens to her mother for the time being, she goes to Molly's house alone at night, when her parents are asleep, and turns on the recording on her phone to record Molly's truth. However, her plan backfires because Molly soon realizes she's recording, so she snatches the phone from her hand and, in a fit of rage, spills the beans. Yes, she killed Danny, and now she'll kill Jamie too, and then he'll be like. She picks up a knife and moves forward to kill Jamie. Just then the police arrive. They arrived because of the tracker. In fact, when Jamie left his house, the police began tracking him using the tracker tied to his leg. After which, the police released Jamie and arrested Molly and took her with them. The movie ends here. So, friends, if you were in Danny's place, what would you have done with this teacher? Let us know in the comments. If you liked the video, please like and share it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The Great Recaps, and press the bell icon. I hope you liked this video. Thank you.